subscribe for the very latest.
Now listen, man. I'm gonna get to another one of my favorite segments we have on here. It's Freestyle Friday, people. Just saying. You know what I'm saying? So listen, I want to take a trip real quick. I'm gonna take a trip back to 1998, 97. You know, listen, hip hop is turning 50. So there's so much deep stuff in hip hop that we're going to even forget within this year. That's probably not going to be brought up. So around this time, these two were going at it. So on your left, you got Eminem, and on your right, you got Canibus. Now I know a lot of you people out there know who Eminem is, but y'all probably don't know who Canibus is. And I'm gonna tell y'all, Canibus I was fiending to hear a Canibus freestyle. I've got every Clue tape, every DJ Envy tape, every whatever tape that was out, I needed to hear, because his bars out of this world. But at one point, these two was beefing. Now I think Canibus probably started it, because Canibus is the type of rapper that he likes to go against the best. And Eminem, at that time, you can hear Eminem lyrically, he was the best. And you know, but they both had similar styles. You know, lyrically. Y'all know anything about Ken?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Okay.
Definitely before, like, we was definitely waiting to hear that album too till it came out. Until that came out, and
Canibus got two great albums. I heard it. Canibus, the first two albums are great albums. You know, I mean, you can go listen to them, but listen. You know what? Let's touch on it before we get to this freestyle. I'm gonna give you an unpopular belief real quick.
Go for it.
It ain't the one that I was gonna say later on, but I'm gonna tell y'all, Canibus won that battle.
Between him and M?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
He won that battle. And a lot of people don't want to give LL, because LL's never lost a battle. He never lost a battle. And that one, he lost that battle. And I think that one LL took that. He shouldn't have did that to Canibus, where you know, because he knew he wasn't talking about him like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was Canibus is from Queens. LL is Queens royalty. He's hip hop royalty. So Canibus knew better to come on somebody's song, because I'm talking about the 4-3-2-1 song where Canibus, because Canibus liked the mic that he had on his arm.
Yeah.
So he was like, yo, you know, LL was kind of taken aback that he was going to get the tat just like him. He didn't like that. He was like, yo, I like that tattoo. I'm gonna get one just like it. And that's some petty. LL's petty.
Oh yeah.
If y'all go back in time and listen to all the LL beefs, LL is a petty guy. He's a very petty guy. So the fact that he won, and New Yorkers don't like when people copy of him. I'm gonna just keep it in G. I don't like it either. You get your own style, you get your own person. But he idolized LL so much, he was like, yo, I'm gonna get one just like it. But he hadn't even gotten the tattoo yet. He on here dissing him. Like, it was a petty beat. And if you look on, there's some audio on it where they talk about it. But anyway, I think he lost that battle. He lost that, but I think that's the But back to Eminem and Canibus. I didn't get the freestyles that they were them like where they dissing each other. I wanted to get two separate freestyles that's just like the way Eminem was like they was at that time, and then another one with the way Canibus was at that time. It's around the same time period, so we're gonna get this cracking. So let me first let me get the homie from behind there. So let's start with Eminem. We're gonna start with Eminem freestyle. Hold up. Where you at? Okay, here we go.
Alright, yo, hand me an eighth, beam me up and land me in space. I'm gonna sit on top of the world and spit on Brandy and Mace. I'm more than ill, scarier than a white person trapped in a room with Lauryn Hill. Human horror film, but with a lot funnier plot. And people will feel me, cause I'ma still be the mad rapper, whether I got money or not. As long as I'm on pills and I got plenty of pot, I'll be in a canoe paddling, making fun of your yacht. But I would like an award for the best rapper to get one mic and a source, and a wardrobe I can afford. Otherwise I might just end up back striking it forward, and you wonder what the hell I need more Vicodin for. Everybody's pissing me off, even the No Limit tank looks like a middle finger sideways flipping me off. No wonder I'm a grave danger to my health. Why else would I kill you to jump in the grave and bury myself?
Wow. Right? Fresh.
Dope.
Hot 97, y'all better call up, man. Talk to the dog. I know the hypeness of the flow don't stop. Damn,
yo. Are you afraid of a blade made of a razor with A's? Blood dripping from it, ripping your stomach off from the waist up? You talk a lot of junk, but you was never ill though. I'm strong enough to beat you to death with a feather pillow. Tipped over some cows just for a joke and a laugh. Jumped up, choked a giraffe, snapped its neck and broke it in half. Waging wars, went on stage and sprayed cades with Agent Orange and wiped my ass with his page and source. The demon is here, I'm steaming this year. I ripped Mystical's voice box out and scream in his ear. It's not a gimmick trick, it's an image, I live it. Give a damn, I don't know what a damn is to give it. Man, I don't think this guy is well. I'm high as hell. I beat you with a live cat when I'm swinging him by his tail. I friggin' lay your nuts on a dresser. Just a nutsack by itself and bang them stuffs with a spike bat. Cut your neck off, then glue your head right back and leave you like that. You just triggered a prick who just mixed liquor, who's itching to leave you disfigured and stiffer than Christopher Reeves. I was teething with strep throat when your mother was breastfeeding and gave her the flesh-eating disease. I'm iller than taking a hammer and beating your knees and walking through South Central LA bleeding in jeans. Flashing back to being shot and repeating the scenes on how you just got smoked. And if you do live, you'll be too scared to tell it, like a Biggie and Pac joke. Did my best to edit in the curses in these verses when it disperses.
What? Oh, thanks.
Yo, shout out,
thank you.
Shout out to my man Cage.
We're ended there. What y'all think about that Eminem freestyle?
It was Eminem.
It was Eminem. Okay.
That's that throwback Eminem, like
right.
Yeah, that's that throwback Eminem.
That's that Eminem at that time, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's that Eminem at that time. This y'all. So we all in agreement that that's like classic Eminem. I tried to make this as balanced as possible. I didn't want to go get the Eminem that's like, current, polished, right?
Yeah, no, that was the Eminem like what with the Slim Shady LP.
Shady,
right. This is when that beat started around that time. Around, like I said, because that Slim Shady, that's what 97, right? 97.
Yep. 97. Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sorry. So we got that. That's Eminem. That's Eminem. Let's go to Canibus.
Canibus, freestyle. Yo, I speak of frequencies dogs will have trouble hearing. Cannabis is the lyrical version of German engineering. Raw metaphors keep you high for months. Fly around the earth twice without refueling once. Ain't too many categories I can fit in when it comes to spitting. Cause I'm overqualified for the position. The laser guided, lyrical hybrid. Creating scripts so sick I gotta arm wrestle my pen to write it. Don't get excited, cause if I ever catch one of you wannabes biting, we're gonna be fist fighting. So motherfuckers, what you want? I got the shotgun pump. You feel like a frog and jump. I possess the lyrical ammo to battle and rip any one of you warm-blooded mammals to shambles. I make examples and you will eat a mouthful of your crew. The type of MC you can't outdo. I batter you on the net, I batter you in the flesh, I batter you over the phone, you could call me collect. I batter you for the respect, I batter you over a blank check, I batter you with a gun to my neck, I batter you standing over the toilet with my dick out, I batter you juggling a hand grenade with the pin out, in a stolen car with the VIN number ripped out, drinking a Guinness style, doing a 360 spin out. I stay righteous like Farrakhan, puffing on the marathon. You understand where I'm coming from? You number one, then I'm -2. Basically, that means I'm still better than you. Basic mathematics, the verbal mechanics of rhyming. Behold, I crush a piece of coal and create a diamond. On the microphone, I'm sicker than those who've acquired immune deficiency syndromes. And every word I utter for hip-hop lovers will reflect forever like two mirrors facing each other. The baddest, M other, F ucker. Let me break the style down so you don't have to wonder. I walk the B-lock with the G-lock, C-ock, trying to get the D-R-ock on the C-ops. Blow spots, capsize boats, shipwreck yachts. Headshots hit you with 300 nautical knots. You calling the cops, complaining about the hip-hop. Getting Benjamins like the L-Ox. It don't stop, Put away your burners, you can't service. My whole camp is allergic to being murdered. Metaphors is proof I got more than just a couple screws loose. Latinos call me the Black Jesus. So for all who believe in telekinesis to Jesus, I touch a paraplegic and heal them.
So that's Canibus. That's Canibus. Listen. First of all, what y'all think about that freestyle?
Vintage Canibus, man. He Canibus, one of the dopest lyricists ever. I wish he would have got a shine, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah.
That the way he broke down, like he was like it was a part that he was breaking up like words like C-ops for cops.
Yeah.
L-ox for locks. Like, bruh, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was on some mother, like he was on the next level. But based off those two freestyles, who was better in their prime? Like, remember, we said that was classic Eminem, classic Canibus.
This is just probably me. I still give it to Eminem.
Give it to Eminem, okay.
I'm with him.
You with
Because
him?
you know, biggest thing when you think about delivery,
Yeah.
you could be one of the dopest lyricists all day, but if you ain't, Canibus was dope, but I think he was New York dope. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't think he was like nationwide, worldwide. Eminem covered all cylinders when it came to the lyricism with the delivery. That's classic Eminem. I'm gonna go with him.
Gotcha, okay. Chuck, what you got?
I'm going with Canibus. Just based on these two freestyles.
Right.
I think this Canibus just had more depth in his arsenal. I think Eminem's flow was better, but I think in totality, Canibus, because like I don't know, just like that freestyle for Eminem didn't age well for me. Like I was just like, it's cool,
Right.
but
That's a good point. That's a good point. Walt, what you think?
I like Canibus's. I mean, I like the punchlines. Definitely like his punchlines. I do feel like I'm not saying that. As far as like his flow and his delivery, I would probably say that it is kind of like what they said in a certain like a New York flow. You can tell when you hear him rap, oh, he a New York rapper. So you know, I tend to like those rappers. So, but as far as like who I think does sound better, I do think Eminem does sound better.
Eminem sounds better?
Yeah, I do feel like Eminem sounds better. I gotta give it to that. When I think about, because it was that time, I do feel like you would give Eminem the credit for having a bit more of a newer sound for that time.
Yeah.
Right? All that stuff was coming out. So I would give Eminem credit for that. But as far as the dude's punchlines, you know, I think about this a lot. I know I'm not trying to segue off topic, but
No, you good.
think about this a lot, like a lot of classic rappers, because I do feel like, you know, I just feel like they were more skilled back then.
Right.
It's just gotta come down to it. So when I look at, you know, how easy it is for you to I'm not saying it's easy to make a beat. I mean, it's a lot easier to make a beat nowadays than it was then.
Right.
So I just wonder what some of those dudes would do with the technology.
Right.
He could mix beats and do stuff with that. Like, I bet you that dude could find his sound easily if he was rapping nowadays. So,
yeah, definitely. I mean, in this particular freestyle, I just think that Eminem was funny. I always question. This is my question, and just to kind of base it up, just to really stick to. I think I like Canibus's thought process and all of this. Right? It's not. He's just not spitting lyrics. Like I said, he wrote C-ops, like C-ops for cops, L-ops for locks. Like you know what I'm saying? Like his thought process is on a whole nother level. You know what I mean? Which is a lot of stuff that Eminem did later on. I just want to point that out. Like Eminem did that a lot. That stuff that that Canibus is doing now at this time, he started doing that later on in his prime. I think, honestly, in my personal opinion, that Eminem borrowed from Canibus. He borrowed from a lot of other rappers, and then he wrapped it in some white skin, and it was dope.
So you saying Eminem was like? So you saying he out here appropriating? That's what you saying?
Yeah, I mean, no. Let me ask y'all this question. This is just: do you think that if you take Eminem's skill and put it into a black man, will he be as successful?
No. They would have
Eminem is.
They would have stopped him. They would have stopped him
right
at the door.
Mm-hmm.
Like if he can't, if there was a black rapper who had the same type of skill, same type of music, the same everything that Eminem had, but was just black, they would have stopped him at the door. He wouldn't have gotten. They would have never put him to that level on TV everywhere. He wouldn't have gotten the backing that he had. No, he wouldn't have gotten.
He was talking about killing Britney Spears and all of that, bro.
Now with the content,
now with the content, now that content would have stopped it because everything comes out when it's a different colored artist or rapper saying that stuff, but when their skin color looks a little bit like familiar to the other audiences, it's more acceptable.
See, that's my only thing about Eminem and Canibus. I just think that, like I said, at this particular time, though, I just think that the thought process is a little bit more deeper, on that. But shout out, y'all let us know in the comments what y'all think about Eminem, Canibus. And listen, I know a lot of people are very close-minded about, greater rappers, but really dig deep when you let me get this out real quick. I'm sorry, because as I was talking, it makes me think about us as content creators, and it makes me think about how you guys receive content. Y'all really out here watching clips and not watching the whole clip. Like, how do you watch a clip? By the way, it's clickbait, right? Meaning that it's bait for you to go click on the actual video. And y'all take the clip and take that for the gospel and don't look at the video. Like, I never understand that. I don't understand. It's just kind of crazy. So I encourage you to watch or go and do your own research on these two rappers and find out, which one is you think is better, instead of taking the more accomplished one and the one that you don't know and just saying that the accomplished one is better than the one that you don't know. That's all. You know what I'm saying?
Can I ask y'all a question?
Yeah.
Sure. When it comes to Eminem, do you feel that black listeners come to Eminem, like when it comes to listening to Eminem, do you feel like I would say that I am a little guilty of this sometimes, but I already know like the subject matter, like what he's going to talk about, is not something that I'm really for real vibing with or for real can relate to. I'm not saying that even from a necessarily black man standpoint. It's just like some of the stuff that I just feel like you rap about is just like, you know, you gonna tell us you're the greatest rapper of all time. I mean, the greatest rapper in I don't know how many ways. And then when it comes to like the wordplay, like I feel like it's its own. I definitely feel like it's in its own. But when I start thinking of like other rappers who can rap in that caliber, when I think of like Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole, you know, to me, I just feel like their stuff is just a lot better. It's just, but I want to hear what y'all guys say.
I'll say this. When Eminem first came out, yeah, I liked Eminem for the simple fact that at the time he was something different to listen to. I listened to a lot of other rappers, and at the time he was something different to listen to. But I can only take Eminem in doses. My favorite album from him was the Slim Shady LP. When the Marshall Mathers LP came out, his most successful album of all, I couldn't stand it because for the simple fact that it was too dark. And with me, and I've noticed this, I couldn't really pinpoint it when I was younger, but I noticed it now. I like to listen to things. I like to take stuff from things. I like for it to help me grow as an individual and listen to it in more depth. So I gravitated more toward Outkast and Andre 3000 because and Big Boy and those rappers, because for me, when I listened to them, Dungeon Family and everything at the time, I was taking something from it when that music. And then the same thing with other artists as you grow, like you take stuff from people like from artists like Nas. Biggie, I like Biggie. The storytelling at his best, man. But I could take stuff from those type of artists. Eminem, the shock value. I mean, I'm not saying he's not skilled, but the material, the content, it being so dark like that, I could only take it in doses. I liked, from him, Real Shady, the Slim Shady LP. And the Eminem Show. The Eminem Show was a little bit lighter than the Marshall Mathers LP for me, but those are my two best that I like from Eminem. But when he first came out, I know that a lot of people wasn't gravitating to him because the fact he was white, but I liked him because I noticed the skill and I thought that he was interesting. But I think
it's the opposite though. I think it's the opposite. I think that people gravitated towards him because he was white, and I think that people were very fascinated at the fact that this white guy can rap so well.
Not at first in the black community. At first, not in the black community. They wasn't. Not officially.
It was, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because
what's up?
Eminem. First of all, Eminem. One of the first things, like when Eminem, I don't know when he transitioned to New Jersey. But Eminem moved to New Jersey and he used to hang out with this group that Rod Digger was a part of, called the Outsiders.
Ooh.
And he was with them. He lived with them. That's what you got to understand. There's not too many black people are gonna let you live with them like that.
I'm not saying he didn't earn his stripes as far as that.
But here's what I'm saying. Eminem was battle tested. And in the black community, as long as you can prove that you are nice, it don't matter the color.
We'll take it.
We going to accept you because you came through and you proved yourself. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like black people, not to like obviously on a larger scale once he came out, it was accepted, but Eminem was always accepted in the rap circle.
Yeah, the rap circles, yeah, but
he went through Raucous. All of those rappers.
At first, it was mainstream. I think it was at first it was taken like a bag. Like I know, like for me around in my school, like kids around me, they wasn't rocking with him like that at my in my area, my school. At first,
okay. So
if
you're saying like the average fan
was not. Yeah. I'm not saying like that. The rap circles, they knew about him because he was earning his stripes. But the mainstream like average fan. No, there wasn't. Everybody wasn't rapping him like.
Yeah, because I to this. Yeah, I didn't like him. But guess what? My brother loved him. My brother loved him. Like he loved him. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like him like that. But that was just me. But we gonna move on because it's a lot. It's a couple of stuff I want to get into.